You can see those guys just running right there. He was right there, got caught up under the pile. And a couple of guys fell on his ankle, and he's still down. It's not a good sign. It would be a big loss for this Falcon team if he is.
It would be.
See how they're moving that ankle from side to side and back to back. You know, if he is not trying to get up and walk on it right now, there must be some significant pain there, and hopefully not a significant injury.
Some concerned folks from Constantine there, and Joe McCausland is now up. That's a good sign. And now he'll get some help from a couple of teammates.
Yeah, but he is not putting any pressure on that foot whatsoever.
Constantine crowd here in full support. Both these schools, as you see so often in this type of event at this venue, so well supported. Falcons have done things a little differently this time coming to the Dome. They didn't practice Thanksgiving morning. Instead, they practiced at the exact time they would play this game. Joe McCausland hopes to play more of this game after they fix his left ankle. Now, 4th down and 1, and Aaron Baker leans forward for a first down.
Baker on the first down.
Well, they are going to chew up most of the third quarter clock.
Yeah, I don't know that the Norsemen had the ball over 3 minutes in the third quarter at all. And I don't believe they're going to get it back with 53 seconds remaining.
Now, clock control for Aaron Baker and the Falcons now, leading 28-13. Sometimes your best defense is your offense. Stoppage of play before the handoff to Smagala. And a delay of game against Constantine. One of the few things they've done wrong so far today. See how Constantine got here. An impressive win over Kalamazoo Hackett Catholic Central. Over 50 points against Buchanan. Montague, they pulled away late, and Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, they had to come from behind and get that win. A 3-yard or 33-yard touchdown pass from that man, Aaron Baker, to Sean Wolf with no time left. Hand off, Smagala. Picked up at the 40-yard line, sneaking in there again to make a diving tackle is J.C. Guillen.
Guillen has not been much of a, had not much of effect on offense, but he's making his presence felt defensively. They've not had the ball a lot, so we got to figure out some way to get his team back in his ball game and come in with a great knifing tackle in there. As the clock winds down here in the third quarter, Matt, look at him. Very dejected, J.C. Guillen. He knows he's got to do something real quick on that 1:40 left.
Yeah, something they will try and answer, but first they need to get the football back. The Falcons of Constantine are trying to wrap this one up. Will they have to do it without Joe McCausland the rest of the way? We'll find out as we start the fourth after this.
If you're participating in high school sports because you think it's the beginning of your march to becoming a collegiate, then professional athlete, then you need to slow down. Those opportunities only come to a select few. People like Tiger Woods and LeBron James are the one-in-a-million stories. We win if we develop winners. We may very well lose if all we care about is winning.
High school sports, it's about.
What makes Bell-Tire people happy?
Easy. Yeah, it's easy for us to make customers happy.
If I don't have the right tire for your car, they don't make it.
We have all the best brands at the lowest prices.
I get to work with the best equipment, so you get the job done right.
Custom wheel? We've got more of what you're looking for.
In service, air conditioning, cooling systems, shock struts, and more. We've got it all, plus...
The best people, trust me, we'll make you happy. You came in.
That's a promise.
Bell-Tire.
Every day, you read another story about factories leaving Michigan, but not wall-side windows. Our factory is right here in Taylor, Michigan. We've been here for over 60 years. We're here to stay.
If you've been thinking about new windows, now's the perfect time with Wallside Plus. No down payment, no payments, and no interest for 1 year.
We can do that. We are the factory.
Wallside, 1-800-521-7800.
Are you at a crossroad in your life? Need more guidance on your current path? Want to go in a new direction? Wayne County Community College District can be your guide. They offer a wide range of opportunities for you to get ahead. They'll also help you with your career counseling, financial aid, and make registering easy too. The right road is only a few steps away, and success is closer than you think. Visit a campus near you and see what they can do for you. Wayne County Community College District is where learning leads to a better life.
Seen a good ball game here at the Pontiac Silverdome. The Division VI final. Constantine leading Suttons Bay as we start the fourth, 28-13. Last year, over 12,000 men and women answered the call to make the calls by becoming high school game officials. To you, we say thank you for being involved in educational athletics. And while many have answered the call, many more are always needed. If you'd like to become a registered official, visit the MHSAA website at mhsaa.com. Constantine just doesn't want to give that football away, do they?
Wow. Talk about lopsided.
They start the fourth for the Rock. Jim Schrag passes the 35.
Jimmy Stewart in there on the tackle in that bad ankle. And Jim Schrag.
Well, for some of these guys, it is their last chance to play football in general. You can play some of the other sports. You can play basketball in the gymnasiums with some of your friends and former teammates late at night. You can play baseball in an over 30 league or even softball if you want. And you can skate for a while in hockey as well. But football is one of those sports. If you're not playing past your senior year, 9 chances out of 10, you're probably playing flag football from here on out as an older guy, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You know, my bones are sore and achy, stuff like that. Oh, 8 problems for Mike Schrag up the sideline and a penalty coming.
Penalty flag down, kind of in the area where there may be holding call, but we'll wait and see.
Thomas Rao, our referee here. So a clip against Constantine will push him back.
Legal block below the waist or in the back. Kind of a clipping call. Looking at the ball carry coming around. Can't quite see right there on the ground.
Yep.
You can see right there, number 44 getting clipped in the back. Couldn't see who the blocker was who hit him in the back.
So they'll push him back to the 41-yard line. And it will be 3rd down and long for the Falcons. Sure hasn't scared them in the past. You pick up a first down here, and that really breaks your heart if you're a Suttons Bay supporter, isn't it? You get a break like that, you got to stop him right now. Split backfield behind Baker. Magala. Left side, and lunging to the 35. And we'll see now what Tim Baker and the Falcons do here. Kyle Corson in on the tackle again.
Corson has done a great job on offense and defense. Again here on defense. As you look at the reverse right there, he stayed home. Good breaking down. Good textbook tackle by Corson. Didn't go for the fake. Made sure he broke down. Didn't try to run into the ball carrier with his head down where the ball carrier could have juked it and gone around him. A good textbook tackle. Obviously teaches a lot of fundamentals.
Joe Trudeau needs to stop here. And a good block, by the way, by Aaron Baker, the quarterback for Constantine. Under center, he'll throw on a 3-step drop. Lofting for the corner. Korsman is there. Korsman's got to pick off. And he's got a lot of room. And he's got some blockers in front of him. Kyle Corson weaving his way. Look out. Picks up another blocker. And then wrestled down inside the 35. What a play by Kyle Corson.
Talk about just what the doctor ordered. We talked about the 70-yard touchdown he had earlier and the textbook tackle he had on the last play, and now he stays home. He plays center field, goes up, makes a great catch. Even greater, he stayed up on his feet, and you see him sprinting down the sideline, and he's not about to go down. He's trying to weave his way to get as much yardage as his team possibly can get, because this team needs any kind of yardage they can get to try to get close to the first down. They've not had the ball but 1 minute of the third quarter. They got to get something going in, and thanks to Kyle Corson, they just may get it.
And remember, Corson already has 1 touchdown for this offense, and he remains in the ball game. Not winded there. Pitch back throw, downfield, and picked off by Mike Schrag. His 2nd interception of the game, the 3rd turnover for Suttons Bay, and just like that, big-time playmakers respond. Mike Schrag.
Boy, that's got to hurt. That has got to hurt. You needed an emotional lift, and to get an interception and running back past midfield to put your team in position to go ahead. Look at one of the plays that is deep in the playbook. Quarterback pitch it back to the quarterback as a halfback pass. Trying to get a big play. Throws a nice spiral downfield. Wasn't a lot of area to throw down there. He had two defenders back there. Man, that hurt.
That's Andrew Baumgartner, just a freshman. And a little bit more breathing room now after Brad Smagala was able to pick up needed yardage. That hurts Joe Trudeau and Sutton Bay. That turnover. They're third of the game and third in this half.
As we talked about, they have been doing a great job of making big plays in the first half, trying to stay close. And they hadn't been able to get a running attack, but that didn't matter, so they were always able to put the ball in the air and make something happen. Now the clock is becoming a factor.
Second down and about 5. Past the 10-yard line and close to a Constantine first down is Mike Schrag.
Now you'll be able to see what team is better prepared physically. This team has the stamina to continue to play hard here in the fourth quarter. What team wants it the most?
But we look at the offenses on both sides oftentimes, but really, as Tim Baker mentioned to us, it's his defense. I mean, after a loss to Mendon in Week 6, they called it a good loss. They came back and they worked harder and got better on the defensive side of the ball with techniques and drills really paying off for them. Jim Schrag breaks free, and he's gone.
This ball game is not over, but that hurt. That really hurt.
An 89-yard sprint for Jim Schrag, his second touchdown of the state championship game.
Bust up the middle. I think one of the great parts of this play, you look at one of the, I don't know if you'll be able to see it from this angle, but he had one of his blockers just kind of shielding runners off to make sure nobody closed on him, and he sprint all the way 89 yards for a touchdown.
The extra point is off the left upright. But it doesn't matter because the Falcons are flying high. They lead 34-13 with 8:42 left in the Division VI state championship contest on FSN Detroit.
This holiday, thanks to Sirius Satellite Radio, everyone's going to be rocking.
And now, Dish Network and Sirius have the perfect gift you'll want to give or get for the holidays. Call now, 1-800-861-3943, and get everything you need to easily set up Sirius in your car for only $99.99 after rebates. That's a $50 savings. Call now and you'll also get this special bonus courtesy of Dish Network. Free shipping on your entire order. Love music and sports? You're going to love Sirius. It's over 120 channels with commercial-free music, plus news, talk, and sports, including live play-by-play action. Now's the perfect time to give or get Sirius. Call now and pay just $99.99 to set up Sirius in your car. Plus get free shipping and programming for just a low $12.95 a month. Hurry, don't miss out. Want radio your way? Ride with the big dog.
Well, the true colors in the NFL are black and blue. With the hard-hitting action in the NFC North, get up to date with the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Bears on the Black and Blue Preview with host Trevor Thompson tonight at 11, and only here on FSN Detroit. Schrag of the Falcons decorating the dome in red. In this Division VI state championship, Schrag almost to 300 yards, averaging almost 13 yards per touch. What a game for he and his brother, and what a way for them to go out and end their 4-year spectacular career in a Constantine football uniform.
I think he doesn't get the 300 yards because he doesn't play. I think if he's in the game, 300 yards, you can count on that.
And now Sutton's Bay will try and do what they can to try and save some face. Jim Schrag, the story of this one, at least so far anyway, and I can't imagine anyone else stealing his headline.
Our brother Jim Schrag here is running upfield, doing what he does best when he gets in the secondary, running well, going straight up here the middle, just out-sprinting the secondary and going over the right side for a touchdown there. And breaking up right here. And here's the home run here. He breaks upfield after he breaks 2 or 3 tackles, keeps his leg. But once he breaks out, he doesn't even look back because he knows no one's going to catch him. Brother Jim Schrag, brother of Mike, running for 292 yards.
Now the Norsemen need to answer quickly. Stewart wrestles down after a pickup of 4. Sutton Bay doing what they can on offense, but needing to strike quickly. Well, you got to stay positive too in that huddle, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
But the sense of urgency has to be felt by the Norsemen. Under 8 minutes to go. Schluter will throw. Pressure. Scrambling and sacked. Well, they're just pinning their ears back now, aren't they?
Yeah, you know what the call is going to be. They got to pass the ball and get downfield because the clock is running. You look at Reed there, getting good penetration and chasing Schluter out of the pocket, and as the play action rolls back, and Reed just hunts him down and gets help from number 58 to kind of pull him in the backfield. This is when you get in the huddle. You look for your senior leadership to kind of keep all the guys together and say, listen, we still have to play football. There's still time for us to get back in this football game, and everybody have to stay focused and make sure they know their assignment, continue to try to execute.
The Falcons have been focused all game long, haven't they? Starts on Wednesdays for Constantine, where they have campfires and talk about what their goals are, what they need to accomplish in the upcoming weekend. 7:20 away from accomplishing the biggest goal in school history. Matt Schluter will throw. Pressure coming, a quick slant in and incomplete. Looking for Edgar Guillen.
JC's younger brother, looking at a very difficult situation here. Again, it's 7-9 left in the game. It's 4th down and about 16 yards to go. It looks like they're going to go ahead and punt. You don't want to give them, although you need yardage, you need the ball, you need points, obviously. You do not want to give them the ball back in this part of your field.
Dalton Drow will put a right foot into it. Brad Smagala and Mike Schrag are back deep. There's a good look at Schrag. Drow will kick Smagala's way. They go the opposite way. And not get much.
That's a good field position punt. But your defense has to step up and stop that run. You know they're going to come back with Jim more so than Mike Schrag, but any one of those ball carriers continue to keep this ball on the ground, change moving, getting first down, and eating up its clock.
Father and son talking about their strategy with about 7 minutes to go in this one. On 1st and 10. And off to Smagala, who balanced up and lunged forward for 3. Check that, Mike Schrag. He's been the star on defense with a couple of picks.
Make sure they keep him involved in the offense.
Yep.
And again, I think that's a good call by Coach Baker because Jim Schrag has been your workhorse for the day. You want to make sure you keep the defense honest by showing them you will give the ball to the other guys as well.
2nd down and about 8. Jim Schrag up the middle. He's got the record. Past the 45, and Jim Schrag is now the all-time leader in state championship football history for rushing yards in a game. 301 yards, breaking the record once held by Roy Granger of Farmington Hills Harrison back in 1991. Hats off to you, young fella.
Absolutely. 301 yards in one game.
Man.
Man, that's amazing.
I tell you what, that's half a season for a lot of teams. 1st and 10. This is his brother Mike Shrad. Stealing his way, trying to get to the 50 and knocked backwards. 5:40 to go in the 4th. Well, my partner knows the thing about toting the rock a little bit, doesn't he, folks? Stan Edwards at the University of Michigan. What vision. What feet.